So, you're back to see some more Minecraft builds, huh? Well, you've came to the right location, lads. As you can see, we're currently just chilling out on the back of our latest build. Currently smoking a cigarette. Let me go ahead and put this down and we'll be on our way. We got quite the journey to make. So you all must be quite confused. Where's Bellevue? Well, it's still here, don't worry, it's not going anywhere, and the people of Bellevue are still thriving as they should be, or at least thriving as much as they can right now, with the little town necessities that they have. But I was thinking, you know, we have Bellevue, which is obviously based out of the northern part of the United States. So obviously with this town being located in the northern part of the United States, we are kind of limited to, you know, northern style architecture, right? We can't really build, you know, a California style home in Bellevue. That just would not look right. So I was thinking, right, to add some more diversity to this series, why don't we start a completely different town? Now, this town is on the same map as Bellevue. I think there's about 500,000 blocks separating Bellevue and this new town, Lakeside. So obviously adding Lakeside to the series is going to open up a massive range of possibilities. You know, we're not going to be stuck down to the northern style housing. We now have southern style homes that we can build. So, you know, the architecture down in Florida compared to Ohio, it's 100% different. I mean, I have vacationed down to Florida so many times, like the housing down there, the architecture down there, the way things are laid out, it's so different than, you know, what we have in Ohio. Now, just like my previous episode where I actually drove to Ohio, I guess not my previous one, but the one before that, I think that was episode, what was that, 6, I think? I can't remember. I think it was episode 6, but we literally drove all the way to Ohio, right? And we got real footage of what we were replicating so that way we could be more accurate with the replication. So same thing here today, guys. We actually drove all the way to this resort that I'm actually building and replicating here today in the game. So obviously it was one day I was just on Google Earth. I was just kind of browsing Florida and I was like, let's just see what we got. And I found this place in, I think, Central Florida, and it is basically a vacational resort, right? A lot of people vacation to this place and just like rent out things here. So I was like, you know what? I can only see so much, you know, obviously on Google Earth. I can't go into the actual neighborhood. There's like little sections on Google Earth where there's like some street view and some pictures, but I need more than this, right? We need more than this. This is not going to get us completely replicated. We need real footage. And as you might have guessed it, I jumped into my vehicle and I drove all the way to this place to see it with my own eyes, because we need real footage like I just said. So I drove all the way there, spun the block a few times, got some great shots, and I also got something else that might surprise you, but we'll be getting to that later in the video. I'm not even going to lie, guys. This build had me stressing. I know I said this, like, I feel like I say this a lot, and I feel like I say that I say things a lot. This build really had me, you know, I was kind of worried. I was like, dude, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to build this. This is such a massive place. And there's, from what I counted, right, the connected units, all right, not the single units, but the connected units. There is 44 buildings, 44 of these buildings, right? Now, thankfully, they're all the same. So, you know, copy and paste is our great friend here. However, 44 buildings, copy and pasting 44 buildings that have a length of about 300 blocks it's pretty time consuming. Not only is it very time consuming to do that, but we also have to form the land and the hills and the ponds and everything else. So it is indeed massively time consuming. And it's also very time consuming just because for the sheer fact that, guys, when I say we get all the details, we get all the details, and you will see that in this video. So to start things off, we need to start with the entrance to this place. Obviously, right? We have to start with the entrance. Now, the entrance is going to be very, very difficult. Now, the sign, there's like this massive sign right out front that has the name of this place, right? And this sign, I'm going to build this thing 100% accurately because, guys, like I said, this is going to be probably the most detailed build that I have done in the entire series so far. I would say series, I guess building Bellevue series, but this isn't Bellevue, this is actually Lakeside. So out of all of these, you know, house constructing videos that I've done, this is definitely going to be the biggest and the most detailed ever. I mean, guys, it's so detailed. I was getting 10 FPS. 10 frames. It was a Google slideshow. Now, at the time of me actually sitting down and recording this commentary, let me go ahead and pull up my phone. The last episode was 17 days ago. And to be honest, I'm not too fond of that number. It's literally over 2 weeks, approaching 3 weeks. This is probably the longest gap that I've had between an episode. And yeah, like I said, I'm not too fond of it. I know people have been asking me, dude, where's the next episode, man? It's been 2 weeks. Where have you been? I'm still here, but this project is pretty massive. So considering how long it's taken me to build not that much so far, it would have been quite a long time until we got another upload on the channel, and I just don't really want to go too long without giving you guys something to enjoy. So basically, we're going to be getting as far as we can today in this episode, and then we're going to pick up with it in the next episode and completely have it fully wrapped off and finished within the next episode.
Also, chat, another reason why this video has just been taking an extended amount of time to actually make and put out is because I have fallen extremely ill the last few days with a virus or bug, you know, whatever it may be, and it's just been absolutely beating my booties up. this pretty much concludes the entrance. We have the sign, obviously, that displays what this place is. We have the lake on, not lake, I guess, but pond on the right and the left side. And then we also have the guardhouse. And I also went ahead and threw in some vehicles, just because, some extra details. So now with the entrance completely wrapped off, we're going to be shifting focus to, I guess, behind the guardhouse. So we have two roads that kind of go back. They kind of split up. And, one goes to the right, one goes to the left. And we have this giant median kind of in the center here with several palm trees. So we're going to go ahead and build that. And then after we build that, we're going to start working on the first road and getting our first actual complex, or I guess these are like condos in a sense. But yeah, we're going to be getting that finally started. So before we actually continue the road that goes back behind the guardhouse, I thought it would be a very smart idea to kind of lay out the base structure of these buildings. So that way we know exactly how long they're going to be, how long we need to make this road, and exactly how everything is kind of going to fit together. So now that we have the road that actually goes to the guardhouse and kind of back into the actual neighborhood here, we're going to start working on the first road here and getting down the first complex or condo. So this, I'm not going to lie, this condo, we are going to try to add as many details as possible. I don't usually use Axiom too much in these builds, but in this particular build, I'm going to be using Axiom a lot. So it's going to be very, very detailed. We're going to be able to get a lot of those finer details and making this look 100% accurate to the real thing. So really quickly, I want to just go ahead and mention this, that I've had a ton of comments kind of, bringing up the fact that they would like to see this, turned into an RP server or maybe even some type of zombie apocalypse thing. And I've really been doing some thinking, and I actually really like this idea. So I think what I'm going to do is eventually, when Bellevue and Lakeside has very substantial progress done, I think I'm going to launch this as a public server so that way you guys can join, and I'm going to flood it with a bunch of economy mods, right? So you're going to be able to come on here and buy property, earn money, do jobs. You're going to be able to have straps of vehicles, etc. And it's basically going to be GTA inside of Minecraft. I don't know though. Let me know what you guys think about that idea. I'm sure a lot of you would be on board with that though. Lads, I'm just going to be 100% honest right now. I was so about to ditch the fact of building the pool grates, right? Or is that even, I don't even know if that's what they're called, but like the pool screens, right? So the things that go like over the pool, right? These black things that go over the pool with the nets in them. I was seriously debating on just not building these because I had no idea how I was going to build them and get it to look, you know, realistic. But we eventually pulled through and we got the design down, and guys, these things look stunning. And crazily enough, this might surprise you, this might not surprise you, but these pool nets is what took me the absolute longest on these, I guess like on this build. Not even the front, not the roof, not the back sides, not the sides. Literally, it was the pool covers. This thing took me so long to do. It was probably the most time-consuming part of the whole build. Now, we're gonna have to keep these pool covers open with no netting because there's just no way for us to actually add netting. I was thinking we could have done it through Axiom by adding in iron bars. However, it would probably take me another 10 years to do, and I would probably be approaching my 30s by the time I was actually finished with it. So that's definitely a no-go, and I don't think it would really align perfectly with specific sections on the pool cover. a few weeks ago, I was talking to a fellow builder here within the Ghost community. He goes by the name of Minjolt, and this guy mainly focuses on boats and vehicles. However, he does currently own and operate his own server. And basically what we were talking about is we think it would be pretty neat and cool if we had a server, right, where my community, you guys, can join in on this server and build, help formulate a city, and really have the chance of making something awesome. And just overall being a part of something awesome. And you know, something that has a ton of potential. So let me know what you guys think of this idea. Would you guys be interested in actually joining this server and helping, you know, build a city with us? I think that would be awesome. So I've said the word awesome like 400 times, I feel like. But seriously, this would be awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you guys would be interested in, you know, participating in something like this. So I went ahead and added 3 more of these buildings. I just went ahead and copy and pasted these over, and I was having a ton of issues with getting these to copy completely over. So it wasn't copying, you know, the entire, I guess just the entirety of the build, right? I was missing entities, item frames, etc. Especially, it was mainly entities that I placed through Axiom, right? So I was not really getting the full build copied over. The only one that I had success copying over was the one across the street. However, the other 2, for example, right next door, those were not really that successful. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it to where it is now. I'm gonna do the details off camera, and then we're gonna get these completely detailed. And then by the next time that you guys see a Lakeside episode, this neighborhood I think will be completely wrapped off. And I think what we're going to do is save the clubhouse, I guess, or like the water park area for episode 2. I think that would be a really cool build to do, and we haven't done something like that yet. All in all, though, I'm actually pretty excited about this Lakeside project because I'm not gonna lie, we started big, all right? We started massively large. I mean, this is a huge community here. I kind of underestimated myself with this build, but that's okay. You know, we have to go big or go home, as the famous line goes. So I think Lakeside is going to be awesome. I think you guys are going to completely enjoy this. I know I'm going to enjoy it because we have 2 completely different environments to work with.